Okay. So 1.4 of English is a chapter called Revati's musical plants. Okay. So we did 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. This is the last chapter in your first unit, or your first topic, your first unit of English. So we'll be completing it today. Okay. So the topic, Revati's musical plants. What do you all understand by this topic? Can anyone tell me? The name. सिर्फ नाम सुन के तुम लोग क्या समझना आता है?
So they are magical plants.
Okay, very good. Okay, anyone else? Why is everyone's camera off? I can't see anyone. You need to on your cameras, guys. Otherwise, the lecture won't be this because Alfred. If you all have a genuine issue, then it's understandable. But if not, then you should on your cameras. Okay? Because when अगर camera on नहीं रहेगा, तो it will be like I'm just talking to myself. Okay? So Revati's musical plans. So Revati was a student of music. Okay, she was a student of music. How you all are a student right now? You all are studying different subjects like that. There's a subject called as music only. Now, I don't know if your schools might have had, but other schools, like schools out of India, they have a subject called as music. Okay, how we have English, Hindi, Marathi, they have a subject called as music itself. India, it's not so popular, but in India, some places also there is. Okay, Revati was a student of music. She was happy playing on a violin whenever she was free. There was a small open courtyard in front of her house with a small cement bench. She would sit on the bench and practice on her violin. There were a few potted plants in the courtyard. Okay, so till now, in the first three lines, we understood what Revati was a student of music. What she would play, which instrument she would play?
Violin.
Violin. Absolutely correct. Revati would play violin. Okay. There was a small open courtyard in front of her house with a small cement bench where she would sit and practice. So where would Revati sit and practice the violin?
Small cement bench.
Very good. In front of a house in the open courtyard. Courtyard means जो घर के बाहर आंगन रहते हैं ना बैठने के लिए. That's called as a courtyard. Okay. While playing on a violin one day, she noted a pot of balsam plants near the wall. Now balsam is a plant. Okay, I'll show you all how balsam looks. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So see, balsam is this plant. It has beautiful pink and purple color flowers. So you can see this is red color. Here there are pink and violet. Okay, so this was a pot. This was a pot which Revati saw next to a house sitting. Okay, have you understood till here? इधर तक समझा everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so when she was practicing one day, she noticed that plant of balsam next to the wall. The plants were not looking normal. They had pale green leaves and their growth was stunted. Stunted मतलब रुक जाने का. ठीक है, stunted मतलब रुक जाने का. Now what example can I give you? Stunted, see, everyone grows a particular height. बराबर, तुम लोग जब पैदा होते तुम लोग एकदम छोटे छोटे रहते, and जैसे जैसे तुम लोग the moment you start to grow, you all grow in height also. बराबर, everyone. पर तुम लोग पूरा अपना पूरा life तुम लोग height में grow होते हैं क्या? नहीं. Okay, we only grow to a particular time, say like till the age of 21. After the age of 21, our growth is stunted. Stunted मतलब अपना growth रुक जाता है. Okay, the same thing Revati noticed कि ये जो plants है ये normal नहीं दिख रही, एकदम मुरझाए हुए दिख रहे, ये लोग grow नहीं हो रहे. Okay, she remembered she had learned in a lower classes that plants need light for normal growth. She shifted the pot to the center of the courtyard where there was ample sunlight. Okay, so now what do plants require to grow? Who can tell me what do plants require to grow?
Sunlight.
Water. Okay, so sunlight, water, absolutely correct. Okay, so Revati also thought that this plant is looking very dead. मतलब मरा हुआ plant दिख रहा है. So I think we should do something about it. Okay, because the whole plant is there. So she remembered that the plants need sunlight. Okay, to grow. So what did Revati did? She picked up the plant, she picked up the pot, and she went and kept it in the middle of the courtyard where there was ample of sunlight. Ample मतलब a lot of sunlight coming. ठीक है? तो जिधर धूप आता है उसने जाके वहां पे वो pot रख दिया. Okay, has everyone understood the first paragraph?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
While shifting the pot, an idea struck Revati. why not participate in the best plant contest which was to be held in a colony a few weeks later. So when she shifted the plant ना रेवती के मन में एक आइडिया आया, ठीक है, और बोलते हैं ना मन में लड्डू फूटा टाइप, so उसके मन में एक आइडिया आया, and she was like वही in that only week there was going to be a competition that was held in a nearby colony or a part where the competition was for the best plant competition. Okay, so we have a fancy dress competition or something, elocution, poetry competition. So udhar ka competition tha the best plant competition. So she was like, I want to take part in this. Then and there she decided to participate. Thus, making up her mind, she watered the plants and sat down on the bench and started playing her violin. She was very fond of the raga Mohanam. Okay, Mohanam. Now, raga means what? Raga is a type of music. So you see, y'all may be used to listening to sad songs, happy songs, romantic songs. So what are genius? So like every song is different type, na? Like see, अगर तुम लोग बर्थडे पार्टी पे रोने वाले गाने बजाते क्या? Okay, तुम लोग बर्थडे पार्टी पे वो कौन सा अरिजीत सिंह का था? I forgot. Okay, so तुम लोग अरिजीत सिंह का गाना बर्थडे पार्टी पे बजाते नहीं. But when you are sad, तुम लोग happy song सुनते क्या नहीं? So we all know different types of music. Okay, so raga is also different type of music. Okay, and the raga which she was her favorite raga was called as Mohanam. Okay, so which was a favorite raga? Mohanam. So after the lecture, remind me, I'll play it for you, because what happened last year when I played the same song for my students and I uploaded the video got taken down because of copyright. So after I stopped the recording, just remind me and show it to you. Okay. She played the raga for some time and then went in for a study. So what she did, she sat and she played a violin, and she practiced it for some time, and then she went inside and started studying. As you understood the second paragraph?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Every day, Revati would sit on the bench and watch her potted plants. They were growing well and looking healthier than any other plants in the far end of the courtyard. One day, as she was playing, she noticed a movement in a potted plant. They were slowly moving their stems, bending slightly towards her. She wondered why were they moving as there was no breeze. It struck her as odd. So what happened every day? Na Revati would come in the morning. She would sit next to the potted plants, next to her plants, and she would play her violin. Okay, and after some days, उसने क्या notice किया कि उसका जो plants है वो जैसे मुरझाए थे. Now it's growing more and more. ठीक है. Now it's growing more and more, looking very very beautiful than any other plant in a courtyard. मतलब उसके पूरे बगीचे में कितने plants थे, उस सबसे अच्छे plant उसके जो बाजू में बैठे थे वो थे. ठीक है. One day while she was playing her violin, she noticed that जो flower थे ना वो आगे पीछे हो रहे थे when she was playing. Okay, आगे पीछे हो रहे थे. तो जो Revati, she stopped playing and she was confused. Now why she was confused? Because the plants can move only when there is wind. बराबर हवा रहेगा तो ये आगे पीछे जाएगा. पर इसमें ये टाइम पे हवा भी नहीं था, तो she was struck her as odd. मतलब she was very confused. She thought it was very strange कि अगर हवा नहीं है तो ये आगे पीछे कैसे जा रहे. ठीक है. The next evening too, she played on a violin as usual and watched the potted plants with care. After some time, like the previous day, there was a definite movement in her plants. They all bent towards her. This astonished and surprised her. That day also there was no breeze. So next day also she came and she started playing. Okay. So if this is her playing the violin, okay, just excuse my drawing because my mouse is drawing kar. Okay. So this is how she's playing the violin, and these are, it's okay, one second. And these are our plants. Okay, these are our plants. So these plants, they are bending towards her as she's playing the violin. Okay, so obviously she was like, even like ये बार बार क्यों हो रहा है? It's very strange. Like there is no breeze, कोई हवा नहीं है आजू बाजू मेरे, तो ये मेरी तरफ bend कैसे हो रहा है? Okay, Revati sat on the bench and played a different tune, one with a quick rhythm. She suddenly saw all the plants turn away from her as they did not like what she was playing. So what happened? तो रेवती ने क्या किया? रेवती ने एक दूसरा गाना बजाया. ठीक है. Which raga she was practicing previously? What was the favorite raga का नाम? Mohanam. Very good. Absolutely good. Okay. So अब इसने क्या किया? She stopped playing Mohanam and she started playing another music, a little upbeat. मतलब थोड़ा fast pace का music. ठीक है. So what happened? The flowers which were bending towards her, na, they started bending opposite side में. Like the flowers were telling her कि ये मत बजा, बकवास लग रहा है, पहले वाला ही बजा. ठीक है. So the flowers didn't like the music, so they started bending on the opposite side. So she got more confused. She was like, "ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है?" Okay. Then she started playing her favorite tune again, and the plants slowly turned themselves and bent towards her. So after some time, she stopped playing that new song and started playing the old song, her favorite song, and the plants again started coming towards her. Okay, and she was like, okay, now I understood that these plants like the same, they like the same tune which I like. Her surmise became a certainty. Surmise matlab what the questions she had, the questions were answered. Her plants love to hear her favorite tune. So she, as well as the plants, love to hear the favorite tune that she was playing on the violin that was called as the Mohanam. Has everyone understood till here? Any doubts, Siddhartha?
No, sir.
Any
No,
doubts,
sir.
Raj?
Sir.
Okay. Then she started. Okay. She kept the knowledge a secret. She did not tell anyone, even her mother. There were only a few days left for the prize distribution. To a great surprise, Revati found her potted plants not only taller and healthier than other balsam plants, but they had started flowering a few days earlier than other plants. Okay, so you all know after flowers come, okay, the flowers, जो flowers जो plant होते flowers में वो रोज नहीं आते. They come after certain time. Like like even if you see mango tree, apple tree, पूरा all throughout the year, do they bear fruits? No, they bear fruits only at a certain time. So even with the flower tree, the flowers only come after a certain time. The same happened with this tree. But what happened when the competition day came, na, she seen that her flowers were much more beautiful, much more taller than any other flowers in the competition. So she knew that why was this possible? Only because when she was playing, they started bending towards her. Matlab, just because they liked the song she was playing, so they also started growing much happier. Okay. The flowers were big and brightly colored, and one of the plants had an unusual kind of flower. The flowers were mauve. Okay, now what is a mauve? Mauve is a purple color. Okay, so what happened? The whole flowers, the whole plant had pink flowers. Okay, but out of all of the pink flowers, there was only one flower which was dark purple color. So पूरे pink, light pink में एक dark purple color, the plant was looking very beautiful. Okay, so obviously everyone knew that she was only going to win the competition, and definitely she only won the competition. Okay, she went to bed after going home. She went to bed dreaming of her plants and the new type of flowers. The next day was all an important day. She got up in the morning and went straight to the courtyard to see her plants. Okay, so obviously what she did, she directly the next day when she woke up, she was so excited to see her plants. वो भाग के मतलब बिना ब्रश वश भी नहीं किया, उसने सीधा जाके उसने अपने प्लांट्स को मिलने को गई. Okay, Revati blinked for a few minutes and there was neither the pot nor the plant. She looked to see if anyone had moved the plants in search all over. Okay, so what happened the next day when she went to see the plants? Their plant तो गायब है, इधर कुछ नहीं. There were no plants. She checked the whole courtyard to see the plants. The plants were nowhere to be found. So what she did, she went and asked her mother if her mother had moved the plant. Her mother said she knew nothing either about the pot or the plant. Some of the neighbors had been to their house the previous afternoon and had remarked all the beautiful flowers and the healthy looking plants. But later she had been busy inside the house and not been to the courtyard. So what her mother said that मेरे को तो नहीं मालूम तेरा plant किधर गया. But she's like, in the afternoon, some of the neighbors had come in the courtyard and they were looking at the plants. But after that, I went in the house, so I don't know what was happening. So now no one knew where the plants went. Okay, Revati's griefs grew beyond no bounds. Okay, means like she felt very sad because see every day she had something. Like you all will also have something which you all love dearly. Okay, you all love it more than anything. और अगर वही तुम लोग के हाथ से घूम गया, so obviously you all will be sad. Am I right? तुम लोग obviously you all have to be sad. Okay, so that's what sadness what Revati was feeling. She went around asking every one of her neighbors, but no one had been anywhere near the pot of plants. She could not lodge a complaint for a pot of plants. She felt as though everything was lost. She did not mind not getting the prize, but she really missed her plants. She had grown very fond of them. They were her friends who enjoyed music. So what happened? Now Revati went to ask all the neighbors. So neighbors told हम लोग के पास तो नहीं है तेरा plant. So अभी वो पुलिस स्टेशन में आके कंप्लेन थोड़ी कर सकती. पुलिस स्टेशन में आके क्या बोलेगी? मेरा पौधे like my plants are lost. तो पुलिस स्टेशन वाले उसको obviously हकाल देंगे ना. So she felt sad. Now, why she felt sad? She didn't feel sad that she won the competition, like because of the competition. No, she felt sad because she lost something very important to her. Because that flowers had become her friends. Because every day when she used to play the music, they would listen to her, like in a sort of sense, they would bend, मतलब उसकी तरह bend होते, so they were listening to her. So she missed that. As everyone understood to लिया, इधर तक समझा सबको?
Yes,
Everyone?
sir.
Okay. Everyone except Rushikesh has not understood. Alina, Sanvi, Shruti, Surya, समझा तुम लोग को? Then say ना, say guys, मेरे को समझेगा नहीं
Sir, we
लग रहा है, okay?
understood.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That evening, all her friends were going to the prize distribution ceremony. She did not want to attend, but her friends forced her to. So what happened now? She won the competition. So the prize distribution ceremony was after a few days. But did she want to go to the prize distribution ceremony? No, because she didn't have a flowers only. Okay. But what happened? उसके दोस्त लोग ने बुला रहे, तू कितना sad रहेगी. So they forced her to come. So she had to go. After reaching the place, she went to the benches where the potted plants were displayed. Revati was shocked. There was her pot of plants on a bench with the name of a distant neighbors of her as a competitor written on a small piece of cardboard and placed in the soil. So when she went to the competition, she was shocked. You know why she was shocked? Because she seen her plants, that her favorite plant, which was from her house, it was kept on the prize table, but जो नाम था उसके आगे वो उसके neighbor का नाम था. So what does this mean? Obviously, उसके neighbor ने उसका plant चुरा के उसका नाम डाला है. Okay, you all understood this?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
One other. Okay, see, why she knew it was her only flowers, because see, her flowers were bigger than any other flowers, and her flowers had that one dark purple color flower in the middle. So she knew instantly that it was her flower. She knew it was her pot of plant. She went to the organizers and told them about it. Okay. The organizers were not convinced. They said, "How can you prove that the plants are yours? The lady who submitted is a regular participant. How can we doubt her?" Okay. So what रेवती ने क्या किया, वो जाके उसने जो ऑर्गेनाइज किया था कंपटीशन, वो लोग को बोला कि अरे ये आंटी ने मेरा पौधा लेके गई है इस पे. तो what the organizers told her that, see, we can't trust you. Like हम लोगों को कैसा मालूम कि ये प्लांट तेरा है? Okay, do you have any evidence or something? So Revati was like, no. So Revati wondered, like, how do I convince them? Okay, she sat there for a few minutes and looking at the plants. The sight of the plants bending towards her while she played a violin flashed across her mind. She told the organizers that she said she could prove the plants was hers. She ran home and she returned a few minutes later with a violin. They started laughing. Okay. So what happened now? Revati had to convince the organizers that it is her plants. Okay. So what, she got an idea. She was like, I'll go home. मैं अपना violin लेके आएगी और violin ये लोगों के सामने, after playing the violin, obviously these are my plants. So what these plants will do once she starts playing the violin? Guys, once she starts playing the violin, what do these plants do?
The plant
They bend towards her.
towards her.
Absolutely correct. Okay, so she knew that once she starts playing the violin, the plants will bend towards her. So she went home, she bought a violin and she came to starting playing. But the organizers started laughing at her. Okay, but their ridicule did not deter. Means they started making fun of her and her mission. Okay, she told them, I know my plants. I know I can share a secret with them. My plants are music. Lovers like me, and you could see how they respond while I play to them. They all laughed louder, saying that they never have heard of plants enjoying music. They asked her, do plants have ears like us, or do they enjoy music? So no one believed her. So all those people now, they started laughing at her. They were like, "Tu pagal hai kya? वो लोग तेरा सुन थोड़ी सकते हैं. Plants cannot listen to you. So how will they start dancing? How will they start coming towards you?" So everyone started laughing at her, and no one believed her. She felt very dejected. Dejected means disappointed, but was determined to win her plants back. She sat near her plants with a violin and slowly started playing her favorite raga. Engrossed in her music, Revati even forgot her plans for a time, but the others could not. With wonder in their eyes, they watched the plants. Straight at first, then they bent slightly. So what happened? She was feeling disappointed, but she was like, I will prove it to everyone. So what she did, just while everyone was laughing, she just sat down and started playing her violin. Okay. And after playing her violin, the people, she was so engrossed, like she was so into her playing of violin that she forgot about the plants, but all the other people were looking at the plants. And they noticed that the plants were straight at first, but slowly they started bending. Straight at first, they bent slightly. As she played on and on, their stems bent towards her as though they wanted to touch her. In their happiness, the organizers were stunned. So what happened as he started playing more and more, the stems, that means the plants, they started bending towards her as they were dancing to her song. Okay, so you can see the photo how they are bending towards her. So the organizers were stunned. Stunned matlab they were shocked. ऐसा कैसा हो सकता है? They said, okay. They had watched a new phenomenon. Phenomenon matlab a wonder, a occurrence which never happens normally. Okay, of plants responding to music, and Revati had become a great discoverer. They all applauded her and said that they were convinced that the plants were hers. So obviously, after this, they were convinced that these plants were whose. These plants were Revati's. They pulled her neighbor up for cheating, and she accepted. So what they did, they obviously now, if these plants were Revati, so obviously it can't be the plants of the neighbor. So the neighbor को बोला, अरे तू cheater है, cheater है. So the neighbor also like, हाँ पापा मैंने cheating किया. So she accepted her mistake. They pulled up a neighbor for cheating. After a long argument that had been stolen Revati's plant. She said while walking past Revati's house, she had spotted the plants and removed the pot in the night to her house and submitted later for the contest. So what the neighbor said, रात को ना, when everyone was sleeping, I went to Revati's house and I switched the pots and I put my name and I submitted for the competition. But I stole it, so I was wrong. As she was a regular participant, no one doubted her. The authorities decided that the Revati's plants deserved the first prize as they were the best looking and healthy. Revati carried home the prize proudly with a pot of plants. So what happened in the last? They understood that it was Revati's plants and that that the plants deserved the first prize. And after they gave Revati a first prize, Revati happily she took the plants and she went home. Okay, have you all understood this chapter, everyone? Everyone, Surya, Alina,
Yes, sir.
Sanvi,
Yes,
Shruti,
sir.
Rishikesh. Okay, so let's
Yes,
just see the question answer. At first, Revati's plants did not look normal and healthy because who can answer this?
They were not getting
because they were
sunlight.
not
Getting sunlight.
watered or in
The
sun.
water, yeah, okay. Both are correct. Okay. When Revati played her favorite raga, the plants began to move because why did the plants begin to move? Anyone?
Because they
Because
love
they were
her music.
music.
Because they liked her
Because
raga.
they were music.
Okay. Okay, very good. Because they liked her music, because they loved her music, both are correct. Okay. Revati's griefs knew no bounds because, like, why was she sad? Why was Revati so sad?
Because
Why
her
was she sad?
plants were stolen.
The plants were no
Because-
longer with her.
Very good, very good. Yes, Roshikesh, you have same answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Revati was confident of proving her ownership of a pot of plants because why did she want to
Because-
prove it?
She knew because she
Because
knew
she-
her
Because
plants
she
would
knew that
respond
the
to her
plants
music.
were.
Very good. Because she knew that was her plants and it was not the neighbor's plant. Revati won the prize for the best plant because why did she win the award for the
Because
best
she-
plant?
Because their
Because
plants
Because she
were
cared
tall.
of her
best
plants
looking and healthier.
dearly.
Very good. Absolutely correct. Okay, so good. Have you all done this chapter before in your school? School में हुआ है क्या chapter? School चालू नहीं
No,
हुआ ना
sir.
तुम लोग का अभी
No,
तक?
sir.
No, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
very
sir.
good. Okay. What did answer in your own words? Okay. What did so I'll now everyone don't answer. I'll ask that person will answer. Okay. What did Revati discover about her balsam plants? Okay. Rushikesh, can you answer this answer?
What, sir?
Can you answer this? What did Revati discover about a balsam plant? So when she seen the plants for the first time, what did she discover?
She saw that they were when she saw for the first time. She looked and said that they are not healthy and stunted.
Very good. Absolutely correct. Okay. Next, Alina. Why did she decide to keep her knowledge a secret? Alina. So when she understood that the plants can when the plants can move to the sound of the music, why did she decide to keep it a secret? You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute, Alina. She got stuck, I think. Who can answer this question? Who can answer this question? Why did she decide to keep her knowledge a secret? Yes, Shruti.
Sir, because she knew that no one would believe her.
Very good. Absolutely correct. Okay. Sanvi, you're next. How did the plants respond when Revati played her favorite tune?
The plants leaned towards Revati when they listened to her favorite tune.
Favorite tune. Okay, very good. Surya, you're next. How did the plants react to the fast rhythmic music? When
The
Revati
plants,
played, uh,
the
yes,
plants grew closer to her.
when they played the fast music, not the favorite music, when they played the fast music. Who can answer this question?
Run away from her.
Absolutely.
They turned
They
away from
started
her.
turning. Okay. How did Revati prove to the organizers by that the plants belong to her when she bought a Voyager and she played a favorite song? The plants started to turn towards her. What? Okay, one second. What helped Revati to claim her plants? Her belief in magic or a belief in conviction? Explain your choice. Can anyone answer this? Okay. So a
Her
plant
belief
moving.
in
Yes.
convictions.
Very good. So she knew that the plants was her because when she was playing, she knew that the plants would turn towards her. That's what helped Revati to name a plant. Okay. So the next, a word chain. Okay, a word chain consists of words in a certain music courtyard. Okay, so you all need to fill this word chain. Basically, you have to just make like see this the ending letter of one word should be the starting letter of another word. Okay, so this is easy. So I'm not saying like this is music. Music ends with C, so the next word starts with D. With C. Now courtyard ends with D, so with D you can name another word. Okay, so you're understood. So,
Doorway.
yeah, doorway. Okay, so WAY. So next word will start with Y. So you all know this. So I'm not saying. Okay, you all can do that as a homework. Okay, add the appropriate prefix. Okay, you all know what a prefix and suffix. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Yes,
okay, so you all can try. You all can try this. Even though I have not taught you all can try this. I'll be teaching you all this in the next week itself because this week we did figures of speech and now this this for this week it's fine. We'll do this next week. Okay. So the rest of the thing you all have to do it for homework. Like what we have done, you all can do it for homework. And now just listen to me. Okay. Before I end the lecture. So tomorrow will be one second. Let's stop.